Very good morning, students. Today, from the National Income Accounting, we are going to discuss about the few important concepts of national income. See, generally, national income means the income of a nation, income of the country. So in recent days, you would have heard about the GDP of the country have fallen, the GDP of the country has reached the negative. GDP, many a times in the news, in the economic times, we would have heard of this word. And in first PUC, you would have studied about just a meaning of GDP. And today, we are going to discuss about the entire concepts of some macroeconomic identities, and it is the most important concept in this chapter. First of all, the identities. We have few important identities here in the national income accounting. Number one, gross domestic product, net domestic product, gross national product, net national product, personal income, personal disposable income, nominal and real national income. These are some macroeconomic identities under national income. We have an alternative names for national income. The alternative name of national income is GDP, GNP. In this various concepts only, all these we are going to discuss today. Now, let us move towards the first one, gross domestic product. See, I wanted to tell you a few things. In the previous video, we discussed about the final goods, the consumption goods, the intermediate goods, the capital goods, about the depreciation, all that. I hope you know all that concept, so that it will be helpful when we are discussing about this. So, the first thing is gross domestic product. See, gross domestic product, gross means it is the total aggregate. Domestic means, for example, domestic animals, wild animals we say. Domestic means at home. That means here it is indicating domestic means our country, India. So, domestic in India, the products which is produced, the total value. Can you understand? Gross means the aggregate total. Domestic means within the country, that is in India. What are the products are produced? Is it clear? GDP is the aggregate value. It is the aggregate value of final goods and services produced within the country. So, which is our country? India. Within the country during a year, it is called as a gross domestic product. It is the aggregate production of final goods and services taking place within the domestic economy during a year. But the whole of it may not accrue to the citizens of the country. So, here it includes two things, that is, it includes GDP. We have two things here to study about the GDP. GDP at market prices, GDP at factor cost. Okay, let me clarify this. See, market price. Now, here we are considering about the final goods. Now the goods is ready. Now we manufacture the goods is ready for the consumption. So in a firm the goods are stored, right? The stock is there. Whether the consumer will come to the firm, they will come to the industry to purchase the goods? No. The goods, when it is ready, the goods will be transported to the different parts. It is distributed in different places. So, when it is distributed, we include the transportation cost. Whether that alone will be the price? No. Market price will be included the transportation cost, then advertisement cost, then it includes the taxes. When we add all that, it will be a market cost. It is called as a market price. Factor cost. Factor cost means, so how much money spent to produce a good. For example, the 10 rupees good is sold in a market for 20 rupees. How the 10 rupees good is sold in a market for 20 rupees? The 10 rupees is labor charge, the rent, interest and profits. That is why it is 10. When the good is distributed from the factory to the market, it includes the advertisement cost, it includes the transportation cost, it includes the taxes. When all these things are added up, the 10 rupees commodity have been shifted to the 20 rupees commodity. Is it clear? That is the factor cost, right? Now, let us see. First one, we will see GDP at market price. So, is the market value of all final goods and services produced within the domestic territory of a country measured in a year, it is called as GDP. Here, everything is valued at a market prices. Here it is given GDP MP. MP means market prices equals C plus I plus G plus X minus M. So, we will see what is that C. C refers to consumption, G refers to government spending, I refers to investment, X refers to export, M refers to imports. Okay, when we add up all that, we can calculate the GDP. The GDP is added in this way. Got it? That is at the market price. The next factor is GDP at a factor cost. This one is at market price. This is under the factor cost. Is a gross domestic product at a market prices minus the net indirect taxes. As I told you, GDP means gross domestic product, FC means at factor cost equals from the GDP if you minus the net indirect tax, that is NIT. So, from the market price GDP, if you minus the indirect taxes, we call this as a GDP at a factored cost. Is it clear? Next, we will see about net domestic product. See, net domestic product means, now we know that GDP means it is an aggregate money value of all final goods and services produced within the country, that is called as GDP. Okay, so from the GDP, if you minus the depreciation, what is depreciation? Depreciation is the wear and tear of capital. When the part of the capital goods, when it is consumed during a year, due to its use, due to its repairing, due to its some money is spent for the capital good, it is called as a depreciation. The money is spent for the repair or for replacement, that is wear and tear of capital. So that we call it as a depreciation. When you minus the depreciation from the GDP, we get the net value. See, to make this net, I'll make it clear in another example. See, a father or a mother, one who is working in a particular sector as an employee, their salary, their gross income, they will tell, for example, 40,000. Okay, so in the 40,000, whether the 40,000 they'll get the income? No. If you observe the salary slip, it will be like ESI and PF, travel allowance, dearness allowance, okay, pensions, like this many things will be there. Income tax, all this. So for all this they will hold some money. For example, ESI 1000, for PF 2000, TA 500, DA 700, Okay, and income tax, for example, 800. When all this money is deducted, for example, in hand they are getting around 32,000. This 32,000 is a net income, right? Okay, now net domestic product means it is from the GDP. If you minus the depreciation, we will get the net domestic product. Is it here? Next, we will move towards the gross national income or gross national product. Income is nothing but product. Okay, so it refers to all the economic output produced by a nation's normal residents, whether they are located within the national. For example, whether the people are living in India, that is within the boundary, or boundary means within the country, that is domestic, or whether they are living in abroad. Okay, it is defined as GDP plus factor income earned by the domestic factors of production employed in the rest of the world. Apart from this gross national income, before that we discussed about the GDP. In the GDP, the goods which is produced within the country, only that value we total up to get the GDP. But gross national income means the people who are working in India and also the people who are working in the rest of the world, like Australia, in European countries, in Western countries, in Arabic countries, the people, several Indians are working. The people who are working in abroad, that income also will be added up. Factor income earned by the factors of production of the rest of the world employed in the domestic. So here let me clarify. Here GNP means gross national product equals GDP. GDP means the goods, the aggregate money value of all final goods and services produced within the country. Okay, that is called as a GDP plus the people who are earning the income from the abroad. Our Indians working abroad in several countries, that income will be added up. Okay, Indians working abroad will be added in our India's GNP. Got it? In India's GNP, our Indians are working abroad, that income will be added. But what will be minus means, in India, the foreigners will be working. Okay, many foreigners like pilots, in service sector, in hospitals, okay, doctors, some foreigners will be working in India. The people who are working in India, the abroad people who are working in India, that income will be minused because they are working for their country. But they are working in our country, that income will be minus. But Indians working abroad, that income will be added up. So we call it as a gross national income, that is GNP equals GDP plus net factor income from abroad. It is called as a gross national product. The next one is net national income. See, the part of the capital gets consumed during the year due to the wear and tear, that is nothing but depreciation. This wear and tear is called as a depreciation. If we deduct depreciation from the GNP, so from GNP means, already I told you, GDP plus the people who are working in foreign countries, that income also will be added. It is called as a GNP. In the GNP we have two types, okay, that aggregate income when we minus the depreciation. Okay, from the GNP, if you minus the depreciation, we will be getting the net national income. Okay, so here also again we have at a GNP, NNP at market prices, NNP at a factor cost. Okay, so again, what is this market prices and factor cost? Here it is referred NNP, to get NNP from the GNP, that is gross national product. If you minus the depreciation, you will get the NNP, that is at the market price. The another one is NNP at a factor cost. NNP at a factor cost means here the factor is the sum of income earned by all factors in the production in the form of wages, profits, rents and interest belong to a country during a year. It is also known as the national income. We need to add the subsidies to the NNP and deduct the indirect taxes from the NNP to obtain the NNP at a factor cost. So, at the market prices, if you are adding up the NNP at the market prices, you have to just minus the depreciation. But when NNP at a factor cost, here NNP at a market prices, in the market prices we have to minus the indirect taxes because the tax is going to the government. And what we have to add means we have to add the subsidies. Subsidy is the financial support given by the government to the people in various forms, that is subsidy. So the money spent by the government, that is a subsidy, that we should minus, that we should add. And what is the income going to the government, that is indirect tax, that we have to minus at the factor cost, that is NNP at factor cost. This is NNP at market prices. This is the net national income. So the next one is personal income and personal disposable income. First we'll see what is personal income. See, the national income of the country is distributed among the people of the country in the form of a factor income. For example, we know factors of production: land, labor, capital, organization. For the land, it goes rent. For the labor, wages, capital, interest, organization, profits. We know this. So this is what distributed. Previously we studied about calculating of national income, income method, product method, expenditure method. In the income method, how we added up this rent, wages, interest and profits. When we add, we'll get the income method, right? So here personal income means the income of the country is distributed among the people of the country in the form of a factor income. So what is the formula here? We can see this is personal income. NI means national income minus undistributed profits minus net interest payments made by the household, corporate tax, all this should be minused, plus transfer payments to the household from the government and firms. Okay, this is how to calculate the personal income. The next one is personal disposable income. Personal disposable income means, as I told you in the previous example, now 40,000 rupees is a salary means, so that 40,000 rupees, just like that we cannot spend, we have to pay the tax to the government. So from the whole of your gross income, if you minus the tax, for example, you are having 38 rupees in your hand. This 38 rupees you are supposed to spend, consume or save, do whatever you wanted. So this is personal disposable income. Here we'll see the whole of the personal income cannot be spent on consumption because taxes have to be paid on the income. So from the personal disposable income, that is from the personal income, I said 40,000 as an example. If you minus the tax payments, that is 2,000 as a tax, the remaining 38,000 you are allowed to supposed to spend, consume or save, do whatever you want. That is personal disposable income, right? The last one is nominal and real national income. See, nominal GDP means it is the value of the GDP at a current prevailing prices. See, when the national income is expressed in the prices prevailing in the year. Prevailing means current prices. So current year price only will take it into a consideration, current prevailing prices. Okay, so the year in which it is calculated is called as a nominal national income. But many times it is not reliable. it is not correct. Many a times it don't give the exact picture of GDP. It's not reliable. It does not give a real picture of the economy development of the country, because it is considering only the current prevailing prices of the economy. Ee varsha enide, this year what is the price, last year what is the price prevailing, they don't compare, so it is not reliable. It is called as a nominal national income. Okay, when national income expressed in the form of a current prevailing prices, it is called as nominal national income. The next one is real national income. It is evaluated on the constant set of prices, that is by keeping the base year as a price index. Okay, here only the current year price they consider. Only the current year price is considered by calculating, they calculate the income, that is nominal. But real national income means keeping the base year. For example, here 2019, only the current year value they will consider, but here they will keep 2018 as a base year and 2019 as a current year. They take both year, they'll compare the prices. In 2018 what was the prices, in 2019 what is the prices, and how much the price of the commodity has been changed, so that they will get the exact picture of the economy, that is real picture of the economy, they will get it, and it is reliable. It is always be reliable data. Okay, that is about the real national income. And if you have any doubts, just you can text me. Thank you for listening.